I never thought moving into a quiet neighborhood would involve armed men trying to steal my truck in broad daylight. But that's exactly what happened the day the HOA decided to cross, a line they couldn't uncross. It started with a knock that felt wrong, too aggressive, too confident. When I opened the door, two men stood at the end of our driveway wearing tactical vests, sidearms visible, claiming they were authorized recovery agents. According to them, my truck violated HOA rules and was being seized effective immediately. I laughed. Then I saw they weren't joking. They flashed badges that looked real at first glance, but something felt off. No county logo, no case numbers, just pressure and intimidation. One of them stepped closer, hand hovering near his weapon, telling me resistance would make things worse. That's when my wife stepped outside. She didn't raise her voice. She didn't threaten them. She simply observed, hands relaxed, eyes sharp. My wife spent years in federal training environments. She knows procedure, body language, and exactly how imposters behave. "Who issued your authority?" she asked calmly. They stumbled. One gave a vague answer. She immediately followed up, calmly dismantling their story with surgical precision, incorrect terminology, wrong jurisdiction claims, missing credentials. I watched their confidence evaporate in seconds. Then she did something they didn't expect. She called it in. Within minutes, local police arrived, followed shortly by federal agents. Turns out, impersonating armed. Officials to seize. Property is a serious crime, especially when weapons are involved. The men were detained on the spot. One tried to claim the HOA had hired them directly. That didn't help. The HOA president showed up later, furious and panicked, insisting it was all a misunderstanding. The authorities didn't care. Contracts were examined, emails reviewed. Someone had approved an illegal operation using armed impersonators. The outcome was swift and devastating for the HOA, criminal investigations, civil liability, and a permanent injunction banning them from contacting us again. As for my truck, it never moved an inch. That night, my wife and I sat on the porch in silence. Street finally peaceful again. I realized something important. Bullies rely on fear and ignorance. But when they run into someone who knows the law, understands procedure, and refuses to be intimidated, their power disappears instantly. And the HOA learned that lesson the hard way.